Hi, my name is Douglas Emerson. I'd like to give you a brief presentation on a redesign of an educational experience. First, I'd like to talk about the bullying epidemic that's going on in schools all around the United States that is occurring both in person and via social media by students. Current handling of events at schools. Strategy for redesign of the student experience of reporting bullying. To include a brief example of what Tim Brown calls an experience blueprint. Then I would like to talk about an app to possibly address this ongoing problem. Some integration goals, executing the idea, and finally a synopsis of the benefits of redesign. There's a bullying epidemic that's going on in schools all around the United States. Bullying is no longer pushes and punches or shoves around a playground or just general harassment. Social media has given a new arena for cowards to team up with other students to bully students. There is a psychological disassociation for bullies who use technological means of bullying. There's a disassociation. There's no face-to-face contact necessary anymore. And the bullied never truly get away from the stresses of being bullied. Current educational culture has taken power away from students. The bullied can feel even more defenseless than in the past. Students defenseless unless they actually go and personally report to a dean's office and report what's going on. This can result in students having lower self-esteem and potentially leading to depression. Current handling of events at schools. Currently, administrators and deans require students to report instances of bullying in person to an office. There's various social implications that are inherent with this. Students may feel reporting is daunting given these social implications. For example, being seen going into a dean's office to report something. Students can feel that school officials are generally unapproachable on bullying. Students may also feel that school officials know that bullying takes place somewhere, but bullying is not a problem at their school. And additionally, there is a lack of overt attention by staff, may lead students to conclude that officials don't want to address it out in the open for fear of negative repercussions from their school boards. A strategy for redesign of this student experience. Tim Brown, in his book Change by Design, he has a reference to what he calls experience blueprints. It captures how people travel through an experience in time. Rather than trying to choreograph that journey, however, its function is to identify the most meaningful points and turn them into opportunities. So by this, I actually believe that I could take that in reference to the experience that I'm trying to redesign, that a product design of a method to enable students to leverage the powers of technology to work in their defense against bullying. Technological employment will connect students to a dean's office through a medium regardless of location or time when they're at school. There may be some positive outcomes definitely from this. The student may gain, again, what Brown would refer to as active participation in their own well-being, whereby they feel empowered again. Student gains in rediscovering the staff commitment to their safety and their well-being. And there's obvious potential for deterrence of bullying. I would propose the use of an app that would be available to students. Such an app would use Wi-Fi at the school that would be a pathway for students to use to access an app that they can use to connect with school officials. This would empower students so that they can report bullying, violence, threats, or any similar behaviors to school staff without having to enter a dean's office. Parents may decide if they want to opt into this, allowing of their kids to use a purpose-designed app on their smartphones. A chosen app I would recommend would be CBAS, or a counter-bully and safety app by Delta Ecosystems Incorporated. CBAS is a multi-platform compatible for Android and Apple, and it has an available web portal, say for parents to log into or for students to log in and report from their homes. This app would use a student ID number for traceback and would allow some anonymity for reporters as their name wouldn't show up, simply their ID number. However, their name would ultimately be tied to the reporting for accountability reasons. Design and app integration goals. The CBAS app would allow students to use an app to work through school Wi-Fi to report bullying events or safety concerns. This could happen anytime that they're at school. Students could do this on the fly with near instantaneous reporting. The app web portal would give a dump of all reported events to select school officials, school psychologists, and potentially school resource officers or sheriff deputies if the school is equipped with those. Officials can then prioritize by significance of event, a number of reports per bullying instance, etc., and then decide how to proceed. Executing this idea, school officials would initially offer CBAS to students who are actively being bullied. Students work as fielded beta testers with prototyped app versions and then report back what works and what doesn't. This reassures students that they're not alone. It gives them an avenue that they can go and something that they can use to their benefit in conjunction with their school. And thus, it gives some power back to affected students. Such an app could use a tech club and STEM students who would participate in fielding and testing of the app. This would encourage wider participation. It would also generate a buzz around the school on the staff seriousness on dealing with bullying and CBAS's availability to students. A synopsis of the benefits of a redesign such as this would give some power back to students, again what Brown would refer to as active participation. Intelligent employment of technology can help alleviate student stressors so they can focus on learning. School officials get some help knowing what is going on and learning areas or people that may require more attention. And this has an obvious potential for decrease in bullying events due to the deterrence factor of it. I hope you have enjoyed this brief presentation. I would welcome any questions. Thank you.